With an ever-growing operational demand, the unmanned system market is on a constant rise as air, maritime, and ground-based systems are ever expanding into further mission applications. Surveying and mapping for industrial, infrastructure, environmental and agriculture, delivery, cargo, medical and logistics, sports and entertainment, intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance for security and military applications, search and rescue, and more. The Unmanned Ecosystem is an extensive network of technologies, manufacturers, service providers, and users comprised of platforms, mission sensors, flight control and avionics, power plant and energy distribution, data link and connectivity, software, hardware, data management, artificial intelligence and machine learning, all engulfed by prime manufacturers, parts and component providers, operational and technical services, market research, training and education, logistics, financial, legal and insurance services, human resource and subject matter experts, market events. Introducing the Unmanned Network. Our mission is to promote and connect unmanned stakeholders spanning all over the extensive unmanned ecosystem, supporting all professional functions and company officials, business development and marketing, procurement and buyers, engineering, manufacturing, logistics, training, HR, legal, and more. Join now and generate leads and expand market growth with a broad variety of published opportunities within the Unmanned Network. Create opportunities in accordance with all your company's requirements. Promote your business with extensive reach out and consistent exposure to industry-leading manufacturers, service providers, subject matter experts, end users, academia, investors and ventures, and more. The Unmanned Network, connecting the vast unmanned ecosystem.
Good evening, and maybe good night to all our participants. I thank you very much for attending the Meet the Unmanned Network webinar. Just give me a shout out via the chat that everybody can hear me, that all is good. My team is giving me a thumbs up. So we're good. Excellent. All right. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Whitney. So again, welcome everybody. First, just a few notes before we begin. On the handouts tab, you can find our latest brochure for you to download at your will. So please do so, where you can find more information regarding the Unmanned Network and various QR codes to take you to our various other recorded webinars. But between you and I, you are right now in the live demo and Q&A. So that's better than everything. The chat, so as you guys already saw, there is a type message chat that I will be connecting with you through. I do apologies that it's not a two-way voice messaging due to various technical reasons. And I want to start off with another apology that first and foremost, do feel free to bombard me with questions throughout the webinar, but I might miss them. Thus, I will try and save all the questions to the end where we have a dedicated time. So without further ado, let me just introduce myself. My name is Alon Bengal. I am the founder and CEO of the Unmanned Network. I am also the founder and CEO of ABG Strategic Consulting, but that's another conversation for another time. You're all welcome to reach out directly to me to read more about it. So let's begin. What is the Unmanned Network? Well, the Unmanned Network set out with a very loud and clear mission. And our mission is to support all professional functions and company officials across the extensive unmanned ecosystems. We are here, as we will demonstrate to you in just a very short time. We are here to generate leads. We are here to making connections, and we are here to promote your business. Because let's be honest with one another, you have one goal. And your one goal is to promote your services and products, to sell, and to make money, right? We can say it loud and clear. There's no shame in it. You're very hardworking professionals in the unmanned industry, and you are here to sell your products and services. And this is what we are here for. Now, when we're talking about the extensive unmanned ecosystems, you all know we have people here from all over the ecosystem, from OEMs to service providers to component manufacturers to subsystem manufacturers to end users and everywhere in between. The unmanned ecosystem is huge. If you want to know how huge it is, this is exactly what we do on our other company, ABG Strategic Consulting, where we monitor the market. And believe me, it's huge. When we're talking about military applications, civilian applications, all the subsystems, the various categories, we're talking about safety, countries, companies, patents, forecasts, contracts, licenses, regulations, God forbid, regulations, and policies, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. Now, most of us here are from the what I call, or what we call the aerial unmanned area. But when we connect everything that I just said now to the other domains, whether it's the ground, the sea, and the subsea, you do understand that the unmanned ecosystem is, I have no other word than extensive and almost endless. Now, as we progress, and we are right now in the middle of 2022, all these various unmanned systems are intertwining with one another. You have multi-rotors connecting with UGVs, um, loitering munitions with USVs and UGVs as well. You have companies like Percepto connecting their fine system with the Boston Dynamic UGV dog like that you see here. It's all, it's all intertwining. Before we continue, we have a special guest with us, and that is my amazing partner in crime in the United States, Whitney Brooks, who will also be happy to share her thoughts in just a bit. So, who are we here for? And what are we doing? We are here for every company official, or let's say main component in your company within the unmanned industry. So if your company has BD marketing and let's open brackets, marketing communications, human resource, procurement, your operational training, education, field support representative personnel as well, your legal department, your factoring, your logistics, supply chain. God, supply chain is an issue these days. So we didn't set out to tackle that problem, but we are certainly doing our best to assist you with that problem as well. And we will demonstrate throughout the webinar why is this relevant for all these various functions. The network capabilities that we will demonstrate to you is first and foremost are the opportunities and tenders module. As I said just a few sentences ago, our mission and our mission only is to generate leads, to help you grow your business. We are not here being just a directory or index, if you may, listing an amount of companies. No, we're not that, as you will see. We are also that as a byproduct, but we are not that. We are here to give you direct leads. We are here to help you get noticed, and we are here to help you stay current in the ever evolving unmanned ecosystem. Whitney?
Good morning. Good morning. I did not know I was a partner in crime here. We're going to have to discuss that offline.
Yeah, well, it got lost in
Not at all. Not
translation,
at
so
all.
my apologies.
Hi. Good day, I guess, everybody. Thank you, Alon, for inviting me. For those of you who are here that I haven't had the opportunity to meet, I'm Whitney. I run an Unmanned Power, the only headhunting and recruiting company that's focused in the unmanned system space. When I talk with people about the network, they'll ask, why the unmanned network? You're a headhunter, you deal in people, and I do. But when I founded Unmanned Power 10 years ago, my mission was to help grow our industry, and I do that by people. Companies come to me and they'll say, find me a COO or a CEO or a robotics engineer or a business development director. But part of those conversations I also hear very daily, find me a a platform that can do X, or a propulsion system that can do Y, or a company that I can partner with that has certain capabilities. And that's why I was so intrigued when Alon asked me to be an early tester and adopter of the network, because the network, in essence, and he gave you a broad overview, and we're going to get into the specifics and you'll see this, but in essence, the network solves the find me problem. It connects people who need something with people who have it. And that is so unique to our industry. You know, we have LinkedIn and we have databases that list out companies, but to find this, you know, to have this dedicated place where we can connect and be connected is truly unique. And I think it's going to change the way our industry connects, and therefore the way it grows. So it's very much in alignment with my mission. And with everything that you can get, you know, the other thing is, as I started using it and working with Alon and his team, that the cost is minimal compared to the research, the exposure, the leads, everything that you're going to see here in a few minutes. You know, I figured for the cost of about a single plane ticket to go to some big conference somewhere, I can have all of this industry that he just showed you kind of at my fingertips. So I'm super excited about it. I'm based in the Central Time Zone. If anybody's trying to contact me, I would love to be here. I'll be here through the whole webinar for any questions, etc. But please don't hesitate to reach out either today or after today if there's anything I can do to answer any questions about how you could benefit from the network. Alon, I'll throw it back to you to show them the magic.
Thank you, Whitney, very much. So, my dear guests, without further ado, let me just share my screen and get into the network to demonstrate the fun to you. And let's just enable the spotlight, and here we go. So, the first and most important thing that I want to show you, and I'm sure everybody on this webinar already browsed through the network in some way or another. Some of you have signed up to the various memberships, and we'll talk about those memberships in a moment. Some of you have signed up to the free membership. So if you're not able to see what I'm showing you now, this is why the webinar is very, very important. And some of you have no idea what I'm talking about, and I bothered you probably on LinkedIn, and you just, came to my request. So thank you very much. At the core of the website, as I said, we're not a directory, we're not an index website. We are a lead generating and connecting platform. At the core of the website, what the idea that came to our head is the opportunities module. As Whitney explained and said, and I will just elaborate a little more, ABGSC, the other company, is a strategic research and consulting firm. And throughout the 7 years where I personally deal with the unmanned industry, a lot of the requests that I got from my many clients was what we called find me jobs. It's find me an engineer, find me a battery, find me a hybrid engine, find me a multi-rotor that can do 10 somersaults backwards and fly Mach 10, and so forth. This is where the idea came to. Thus, the opportunities module. So what is the opportunities module? The opportunities module is basically the core of the website where any member can post, and I will show you what it means to post in a second, any requirement that he has. Any requirement that he has, where the theme of this is that your requirement is someone else's lead. Thus, his requirement is the lead for you. And let me show you some examples. So let's say, who do we have here on the webinar? Let me just go over quickly on the list. All right, we have a few payload manufacturers. So let's say you are a payload manufacturer. Let's say, so you can see the search engine. So we chose CCD infrared. Let's also do LiDAR. Let's also do, what also comes here? Yeah, WAMI is good. Wide area monitoring or wide area persistent surveillance. And these are the current opportunities on the network today. So if we'll go into one, just as an example, this is from USDT, which is US Defense Team. So just as an example, these guys are looking for an EO wide area mounting persistence payload up to 12 kilograms, which is 2 square kilometers at 5,000 feet, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is a lead. This is what a lead looks like. So if you are a payload whammy WAPS manufacturer, you've got your lead right over here. Let me show you another example. If you are a service provider, let's just do remove filters. By the way, you can see the categories here. To date, we have 194 categories. Of course, if we miss something, just shoot me an email through our contact page, and within a few minutes, we will have that category on for you. So going back, let's say you are a service provider, and currently, as you know, the hot potato, right, are all the, let's say, mapping services that usually goes with infrastructure inspection. And you know what? Let's also throw in geospatial as an example. So over here, you can see the lead for various requests. Let's take the first one just as an example. Let's go inside. So this is from Steadycopter, the RUAS manufacturer, and they're looking for infrastructure inspection software compatible with STAMP EOR family of payloads, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of words that I don't understand, but those mapping professionals through you do. We were talking about before the extensive unmanned ecosystems. There's not just services and components, or just components. So for example, if you are a battery manufacturer, I'll do just a few more quick ones. So we've got here batteries. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and it'll pop up. So who do we have here? Let's take Silvus Technologies, the radio manufacturers from the United States. So they're looking for whatever it is that they wrote over here. Opportunity is also anything else that could be a lead for you in other forms. So for example, and I will show you this in quite a few minutes, we work with various event coordinators or event producers, and a requirement that came from their end, and it's quite interesting for your marketing and BD guys out there, they have opportunities in the form of speakers. So an opportunity could be also, this is just a small example, one of many, of, let's take these. This is Dronix in London in September as an example. So they're looking for calling out for surveillance and counter drone solutions. So if you're a CUAS manufacturer surveillance, contact them. Why? Because it's an opportunity for you to speak. But another example, we said that an opportunity is just not just to buy and sell something, it's also for the individual. So if you're looking for a job, so if we'll go down here to position openings, so let's say you are a engineer, and let's say also you are maybe a pilot, a drone pilot, of course, UAS pilot. Over here you can see it's again the opportunity in the form of job posts available on the sites. Many from In-Situ to Extend to Drone Hive to Steadycopter, and let's just click here on this is the premium opportunities, and many more, Silvus, Drone Up, Elbit Systems, Infinidome, and many others. So to recap this is exactly what I mean by your requirement is another's lead, and his requirement is the lead for you. This is the core of the website. This is the B2B mechanism, not existent anywhere until now within the unmanned industry, where company A can post something for company B. Now, of course, when somebody posts an opportunity and also a tender, I see Ryan asked the question. Ryan, hold on 2 more minutes and I will answer you. So when the system posts an opportunity or a tender, right, you will automatically get, if you are checked upon the relevant categories, that you are interested in, you will receive a notification. A notification looks like this. So for example, I'm chosen on pilot. I will always be a pilot in my blood. So when somebody posts this, you receive hello or howdy. There is a drone UAS pilot's opportunity for you. Come on in and have a look. So how does this work? Very simple. When you want to post a requirement, all you do is click the big red do not explode new opportunity button right over here and basically open your post. So let's do here demo for webinar. Opportunity description, I'm just going to copy paste, but it could be whatever. I'm looking for a pilot, I'm looking for an engineer, I'm looking for an actuator or a battery, and so forth and so forth. You fill the form, and over here you connect it to the categories. And once you connect to whatever it is that you're looking for, again, 194 categories, the other person on the other end will receive a notification telling him, hey, Alon is looking for whatever it is that you are doing. So that is the opportunities. One last note on this, under the applications, every time that somebody will answer your opportunities, you will manage it here under the applications. So over here, you will have everybody who has contacting you with their details. And from here on then, you can contact them and continue onwards. Again, unlike another platform out there, we're not a platform that makes our revenue on commission from various deals. No, absolutely. We do the connections. We do the connections, the handshakes. And from here on there, you can talk to whoever it is you need to talk to. Andrew is asking, is there an option to find funding or investor that help your requirement that you are trying to acquire to provide the service? All right, Andrew, I will answer that quickly. New opportunity. And everybody, bear with me because Andrew asked the question. And let's put here Andrew, sorry. Andrew is looking for investors. All right, and Andrew, of course, you will be much more better written than I am. Next. And over here, let's see if we have, there we go, funding and investors. So to your answer, yes. Again, the opportunity is any requirement you obtain. Any requirement. It could be for funding, it could be for batteries and actuators, and so forth. So that is the opportunities module. Just one last thing regarding the specific opportunities module, based on your profile, on your membership, again, basic, advanced, premium, you have a certain amount of sub-users. So for these sub-users, you can add them here, and then it's relevant for your HR because your HR are looking for people. It's relevant for BD and marketing because if I'm a multi-rotor manufacturer, I want to receive leads for multi-rotor drones, as an example. If I'm procurement and I'm looking for actuators, then I want my own user with my own preferences, and so on. So that is the opportunities. Whitney, yep, absolutely. Going on to, let's call this Ryan's module, the tenders module. So Ryan, to answer your question, yes, we do. We provide them. And the idea is very simple. As the opportunities are internal, let's call them internal B2B, direct between you and me opportunities, we also provide RFIs, RFPs, and call for proposals. Let me show you something very short. As I said, our parent company is ABG Strategic Consulting, and as such, we monitor tens, if not hundreds, of these RFIs and RFPs on a daily basis. Just to show you a little bit about our background, this is how it looks like. This is our daily file that we go over and send to our clients and so forth. So this is Denmark and Germany and India, and again, we do hundreds and tens and hundreds of them on a daily basis. So when we built this site, we said, hey, why not just take the, let's call them the more important RFIs, RFPs, and call for proposals and put them on the website as well. Now, this needs to be said. There are thousands of them out there. We only put quite a lot, but in relative to those thousands, quite a few, because, and this is important, we are screening out the BS for you. You will not find tenders on this side that are, hey, I'm looking to buy a, I don't know, DJI Mavic or something like that. No, that you will not find here. How does it work? Let me show you just a quick example. So I said multi-rotor. So let's, just take multi-rotor just as an example. So these are all the open RFIs, RFPs for multi-rotor. Let's take, what is this? Spain. This one is an example. In this case, or in all those cases, we will provide you with a very short description of what it is that you're looking for. And if you're happy with this, view original notification. It will take you to the direct link. Of course, let's put this in English. It will take you to the direct link of the tender. And this is where we wish you the best of luck. Because again, this is external to the website. We post them on it. Let's do another example. So let's just go back. And let's do, let's do again another service provider. So let's say mapping services, just as an example. So let's take the first one, US, United States, US volcano monitoring surveys, which is volcanoes in the United States. That's interesting. So let's go inside, see what it's all about. So if you are an environmental service provider mapping, so forth, you will go here. You have a short description. So this is the US Geological Survey. You're happy with that? View original notification, get the original notice. And again, we will wish you the best of luck. Just opportunities, by the way, my apologies for not mentioning that in the opportunities. You can also screen by country. So if you're looking for tenders in a specific country or opportunities as well as a specific country, you can do that as well. So just because I'm flying out there next week, let's take Spain as an example. So over here, I can see the various current updated tenders in Spain. Again, also, just like I showed you with opportunities, also in tenders. When you categorize yourself, and by categorize, my apologies, I mean by go to my account. Again, my account is your personal preferences. So this is, hello, this is me. So under your personal preferences, you choose whatever categories are of interest to you. Of course, my interest is all the website here. But if you are a BD marketing person, you will choose whatever it is that you are selling in order to get the leads when somebody's posting something or a tender requiring whatever it is that you're selling, and so forth and so forth and so forth. And yes, Whitney, this is exactly what you mean by each person receives custom information, because you want your HR to have various categories, and you want your BD marketing to have other set of categories, and you want your procurement to have whatever other set of opportunities. Now, having said all that, the fun doesn't end here. What I showed you now is the core of the website, but let me show you the byproduct of what it is that we said. Now, as mentioned before, we are not a directory nor an index site, but in order to sign up, you need to open a profile. So the logic is you open the profile, so why not just display that profile? So this is the members, our cherished members of the network. By the way, when you sign up, you don't necessarily have to open a profile. It's totally up to you if you want to do that. For example, people who are looking for jobs, usually they don't open a profile. So over here, you can see all the various companies that did open a profile. This needs to be said now. Opening a profile is free. Do it. Don't waste your time. Do it. It takes exactly 3 minutes to open a company profile. And once you do that, your company profile will already be listed here and be able to be searched and found. So when somebody will search for a company that does manufacturing or, I don't know, hardware components, you will be found. So let's take just profile as an example. Let's go for more premium members. As you can see, premiums are always on top. That's part of the premium perks. All right, let's take this one, Mid-Atlantic Aviation Partnership. Again, also with the United States. And this is how a profile looks like. Again, this is very basic. You can make it basic, by the way. You can make it much less than basic with one sentence, and you can make it very big. It's fully up to you. 3 minutes of your time, put in 2 or 3 sentences. You need to put in the categories of whatever it is that your company is doing in accordance with your services and products. Very important. All right, this is the categories with your services and products. This is how your company will be found. And you have a profile already up and running. And over here specifically, you can see Meta's opportunities. So if you want to work with Meta, for example, you can see that they're looking for portable ground control station. On one hand, they're looking for weather measurement systems, supplement data services, and the list is long and long and long and long and long and long and long, and so forth. So this is a profile. It's free. Do it. One last thing to show you, the events and resources module. And again, this is important to say. We are not a news website. We are not. The news or the articles or the posts or the blogs that you see here on the website are uploaded by you, the users, our dear members. Why? Because it's another tool for you to get additional exposure. If you have a press release, just do copy paste over here. Very simple. Just go to company events and resources. Just press on a click here. After that, you do upload new content, just like any other post. Now you're posting, everybody posts on LinkedIn. You copy paste whatever it is that you want to copy paste, and you send it off to the world. Now we have very interesting things here. And again, all the ideas came from you, came from our users, and it's awesome. And it's just amazing. Of course, we have articles here and posts and blogs. We have events. So if I will go to events and I will look for conferences and let's say exhibitions as well, I will see the various conferences, exhibitions out there. I want to open a side note regarding to that. There are endless conferences and exhibitions out there. And of course, you don't need the Unmanned Network to tell you that there's the Paris Air Show, that there's Eurosatory, and there's AUVSI. But you do need the Unmanned Network to tell you that you have an amazing, 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 amazing summit in Denmark called Harmonized, the Odense Robotics event, that you've got SMI's Unmanned Maritime Systems Technology, which is first of its kind. As an example, Unmanned Systems West, my personal, ABGSC's personal favorite conference that we missed throughout the COVID times, and so forth. On the same note, these people are also, or these companies are also uploading the various opportunities for speakers. Go back to here. We have users uploading podcasts as an example. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with the amazing Dawn Zoldi. She uploads her podcasts here as well. By the way, it's not just for you to upload, it's also resources for you. So if you're looking for continuous, white papers, our users, this is relatively new, started to upload them now. So for example, let's take KPMG. Just as an example, this is air taxi readiness. So if you are in AAM or UAM, this might be of interest to you, and you can download their white paper over here. So In a nutshell, that was the Unmanned Network. Let me just go back to here to the presentation for a small summary, and then I'll be able to take questions. So, the key benefits. Again, friends, just to sum up, as you saw, we are here to give you actionable leads. We're not here to sell stories. We're here to tell you, hey, there's a lead for you. Now, you might sign up, you might not find leads today, but that does not mean that tomorrow there are not going to be leads, or the next week, or throughout the year. Leads come and go all the time. Our members upload their opportunities, as well as my analysts upload the tenders, and we also erase them when they're irrelevant, of course. So they come and go almost on a daily basis. So we're giving you direct leads generated internally by the network members, as well as the external RFIs, RFPs, and call for proposals. High exposure to relevant professional audience. I will talk to you a bit about our numbers in just a slide or two, if I remember correctly. But as you saw for yourself, the site, we designed this platform for people like you. We didn't design it for hobbyists. We didn't design it for people who, of course, we welcome everyone, obviously, but we designed it to the professionals within the industry as another tool to work with. Why am I saying this? Because although we might not generate visitors like, I don't know, James, of course, I'm exaggerating. The people who do visit this site are the people you want to target. These are the people that you want to see your company. These are the people that you want to see your posts. These are the people that will publish opportunities that will be relevant for you. Key benefits, as I said, so it's relevant for the company as a company, for business development, human resources, procurement, manufacturing, legal, and so forth. Before we had the question about finance. So that's just another example, which I didn't put here on the list, but that's another one. Operations, training, and so forth. YHTBCNTS, that's our acronym and motto internally within the Unmanned Network, and I'm happy to share it here. And that stands for, you have to be crazy not to sign up. Because the value for money that we provide, Whitney gave the example of buying an airplane ticket to fly out to wherever, even internally in the United States. A bad time to fly if you don't want to lose your suitcase. But, you know, $300, $400, $500 to buy a plane ticket. You sign up here and you get your leads. You know better than I do. By the way, I also do that because we have no choice. But you know better than I do how much it costs to set up a booth in whatever conference or exhibition, whether it's in your home country or more so if you're flying abroad with all that. Why are you doing that? Because you want to get leads. Now, I'm not telling you not to do that. You need to do that. We are doing that. We are presenting in conferences abroad, of course. But this platform here brings you the leads. We went online, and this is amazing. We went online, meaning we opened it up to the world on May 1st, which is exactly 2 months and 13 days ago. Before that, of course, we had a little early adopters and a small soft launch because we needed to fine-tune the site. But since May 1st, without too much marketing, the only marketing that we did are the messages that you receive from me personally. We had over 5,500 unique visitors. Just to give you a little bit more numbers, we published over 273 tenders. We currently have 495 opportunities. We have 142 companies. Again, this is since May 1st. And within those companies, 421 registered users. Again, HR, procurement, BD, and so forth. This is why you have to be crazy not to sign up. I want to sign off with I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate you for taking the last 40 minutes and hear me blab and talk and pretty much talk quickly because we're excited here and so forth. We are very successful, but we do understand that we are still relatively new and we're relatively early. And because of that, and because of your time, we are very happy to give you, our webinar participants, a 50% off the memberships. All you need to do is just please copy the code here that you see, Empower 50, amazing code. Just put it in your checkout and you will receive a 50% discount, which brings it to $350 annually for all the goodies that you saw here. By the way, this code is also open for other memberships if you would like, so it's even less. And the main message is that the value for money is, I don't know how to explain it, but it's good. And I'm being very conservative. Your leads, your lead generation, your company exposure. This is not a site where you pay thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars just to have a company profile, with all due respect. You don't want a company profile. You want to get leads. That's what you want. I want to thank you all for your time. I truly do. I'm still here. Whitney is still here as well. I'll be happy to take any example questions for you and so forth. All right. Lisa, can we get a copy of this? Yes, sure. I will. This is recorded. I will send you a recorded link once it will be published, maybe later on today, at the latest tomorrow. Training video for your platform. We do training. We do live training because, again, we cherish every one of our members. Companies that sign up, we will set up a time and we will do live training for you. And we can even set up your profile for you and help you with the various categories and so forth. Again, it's very easy, 2-3 minutes, not more than that. But still, let us help you with that. So to your question, Lisa, yes, absolutely. You will receive any assistance that you require and so forth. Absolutely. Let me just scroll back here to see if I missed something. Oh, Alex wrote down communication. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you wrote down communication when I did the tenders or the opportunities. Maybe you're a communication manufacturer. All right. Yes. So to your answer, yes, of course. We have, let me, no, I cannot show this at the moment because I already turned back here, but contact me offline and I will show you. Absolutely. We have leads for various data links. If data link is what you mean, of course, line of sights, links, and so forth. So yes, absolutely. Excellent. Any more questions that we can answer with, help with, and so forth? All right. So I won't take up too much for your time. Join the website. At the very least, I want to see your profiles. At the very least, open up a free profile now because it's free for your company. Do it. And let's have you on the network and let you start generating leads. Excellent. Thank you, Whitney. Thank you, Gaurav. Sunil, can we include lead for antigen? Yes, Sunil, yes. We have counter UAS. We already have counter UAS leads, opportunities on the site. There is an entire section for counter UAS, of course. Excellent. Are we hiring? The Unmanned Network is not currently hiring, but we are working with partners abroad and overseas. Do contact me offline, of course. Not a problem. Contact me. Excellent. Any questions? Anything else? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. And let's have you on the Unmanned Network. Help us grow the vast unmanned network. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.